There's like when I was researching fan fictions to do for the show, I found one that was 37 chapters long, and I read the first chapter just like as a lark, like, oh, this looks kind of neat. And then I read it, and I was like, it was actually legitimately good. And then I read all 36 chapters in the space of 2 days.
Oh my god!
But it's not done yet, so I have to wait for the woman who's writing it to finish taking care of her second newborn child to finish the fan fiction.
Well, give her a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
valuable shout out.
It's good. It's I don't know.
I mean, hey, look, I ain't gonna knock, like, genuinely good work, fanfiction or not, you know? It doesn't really matter. So, hey, lady who wrote that fanfiction that Michael likes, keep at it, you're doing great.
You're doing God's work.
Hell yeah.
You're doing the Lord's good work.
Like, actual, like, God's actual good work.
There we go.
Oh my god, he's dead. Remember, you gotta go to Mr. Pig. You gotta go to the piggy bank.
That's the plan.
One criticism I do have of this game. Whoa.
Whee.
Is whoa! Is that I really wish there was on the pause screen some kind of tally of the tokens you already have. Because or I don't know if you guys have ever played Spyro 2, but whenever you finish that game, or whenever you fully complete a level in that game, you get all the gems and you get all the orbs. There is a little animation and a little jingle that plays that goes and it says level complete, and that way you know, hey, I did everything in the level. Well, don't worry, we're not doing that part yet because we don't have the grappling hook.
I do remember this. I do remember this one.
I recently rewatched these movies in 4K, so going back to these FMVs is like a slap in the face.
You know, I mean, I guess it's also part of the reason why I would say, like, this isn't really, like, one of my favorite trilogies, because, like, I could watch the first one, and it's fine. I could watch the second one any time of the day, and the third one's kind of hard for me to come back to. And I can't put a finger on it. I saw it twice.
So, like, having watched it recently, I could take a stab at why. The prison, everything from the prison escape sequence onward is great. Like, that sequence of them trying to get out of the daycare is great.
Mm-hmm.
Big Baby pulling a Darth Vader and throwing Lotso down into the dumpster is great. The incinerator scene is fantastic, and then the ending's really good. But everything before that is just kind of not that great.
Yeah.
So, like, the first half of the movie, it feels like it takes a while to get going. But once it does, it's, like, the best stuff in the trilogy.
Well, I guess I honestly feel like I remember thinking this, like, both times when I watched it. It's just, like, a lot of the stuff at the ending just feels like a bit much.
I thought it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't know, like, I still have a teddy bear from when I was, like, 2.
Yeah.
Like, I know what that's like. Even if it's something you haven't thought about in years, it's like, you pick that up and you feel something.
Yeah, like, I still got, like, I got, like, this broken Pikachu thing that I found at a Kmart years ago when I was a little kid. And we got it for free because it was broken. And I still have it. And I'll be damned if I'm ever getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that to my baby girl when I get one. Or boy. Either or. I want a girl.
So if Andy is a little reluctant to give Woody to the little child, Bonnie, I totally get that. I don't think it was the emotion is laid on too thick. It's the end of the trilogy.
Yeah. No. I think the ending is fine. You know, like, Andy giving the toys away and moving on to college. I thought that was, like, a perfect ending.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was everything up to that point. Like, the incinerator bit was, like, neat, but at the same time, I'm like, this feels weirdly heavy for Toy Story, but okay.
Well, the movie kind of has a theme of Like, what happens when you're forgotten or people get over you? And it's like... And it's set up earlier in the movie when they almost get put into Sid's garbage truck, and get crushed. And they narrowly escape, you know. It's kind of like the worst thing that could possibly happen to a toy is that they get thrown away and destroyed, essentially. And that was kind of like
I struggle to wonder... That's a weird way to phrase that sentence. I struggle to figure out why 3 feels like it does to me. Because I think it fits. It's a good end to the trilogy. But I definitely would agree. I would watch 1 or 2 faster than I would watch 3 again. Probably. So I
mean, that's the way I feel about Halo 3.
Yeah.
Where that's a game where, like, a fine ending to the trilogy, but it doesn't stand out that much on its own. At least the campaign doesn't. Because all the really interesting stuff happened in the first 2 games. And then it's kind of like, okay, and here's the conclusion. Here's what happens with the Prophet of Truth and the Ark and all that stuff. So it's a game I only really revisit when I'm marathoning the series again.
What is your favorite Halo game?
2. Maybe 1.
Okay.
1 can never be my favorite.
I
go back and
understand
forth
completely.
between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 I go back and forth on. Probably like 2. I don't know, because 3... The thing about 3 is that a lot of the multiplayer Forge stuff is wrapped into that.
Sure.
I think if you were to take exclusively the campaign, 2's is probably better for me, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do I gotta be that guy and say that Reach is my favorite? It still is.
Well, Reach is great. I guess it's just not really like... It's its own thing for me.
I guess, like,
Yeah,
out of the
I know.
trilogy...
Also, props to ODST. I'll always enjoy that game.
You know, I've never actually beaten ODST.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a game that I've only finished it once, but I've picked it up and tried to play it again many times. So I get you. It's not like a bad game or anything. It's like a...
Very different kind of game.
Apparently, the genesis of that game was they wanted to make a game where you felt like a detective, which is why all of the flashback levels are triggered by you finding, like, stuff that the other ODSTs dropped. So it's like, the idea is that the rookie is supposed to be piecing together what happened.
I just want you to know that I exercise so much restraint to be like, oh, and for European viewers, he means the Mega Drive of that game. You said it was the Genesis, so I exercise restraint just for you.
Thank you. I'll have to remember that next time I make you read a fan fiction.
Yes, as in maybe you can give me like a free pass.
You know, I was
don't
thinking
know why
about...
I routed this level this way, by the way.
Yeah, usually...
It's kind of a...
I personally, what I usually do is I just do the slinky one since it's the fastest. Leave the level and then come back for the other 4 later.
I was gonna say, because like you can't get all the ducks.
Yeah, you can't get the ducks.
You can't get the ducks, you can't do the boss fight.
Yeah. So...
I don't even remember what the boss fight is. It's like a clown, right?
Yeah, it's like a big
spinning
top thing.
Yeah, okay. It's coming back.
If there is a weak link to this game, it probably is the bosses, because they're all not very good.
See, it's funny that you say weak link, because Traveler's Tales actually made a game called The Weak Link, or The Weakest Link.
You guys remember circa 2005 or 6? I remember going to the theater and seeing some animated movie. It was probably like Meet the Robinsons or something. And there was a teaser trailer for a movie called Big's Adventure. And it was going to be a movie about like Sasquatch, or quote unquote the missing link.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, so this is the plain music from the N64 music version.
You are a sad, strange little man. You have my
What a great Toy Story 1 clip to play here.
Yeah, that's unique to the PS1 version is that Buzz will not stop talking during the bosses. All the other versions, he's just silent.
Look at that! That's freaky!
Which is actually like the PS1 version of Bug's Life, the Bug's Life game. Like, Flick will just not stop saying the same three lines over and over again in that game as you're playing levels.
What a beautiful day in my neighborhood. 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 Oh man, you have my...
Forgot that he laughed.
You are a sad, strange little man.
But actually, you were talking about the Sasquatch movie?
Yeah, like, so there was like a teaser for this movie in around like 2005, 2006 in the theaters whenever I go to see a family feature animated film with Eric that he and I would talk, the kind of shit that he and I would bring up on Z-Bros. Yeah, and this Sasquatch movie just never came out. And it's hard to find any information about it.
What was
it called? It was called Big's Adventure. So I guess they got as far as teaser trailers and then it was canceled.
Okay, here's our chance. Ready, set, go!
You see they have the Robotnik movers.
I'm not seeing anything on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I swear to God this movie existed. Or the trailer did at least. Yeah, this is an example of why the movie's good, is that it's got all of these really interesting sequences in it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the movie's like, I don't know, it's weird, because this is my favorite.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like 1 and 3 have stronger emotional cores for me.
Yes.
But this movie is just really funny. Like, I don't know. There's something about it.
Like you have the sequence with traffic cones. You've got the opening with the Buzz Lightyear video game. You've got other Buzz climbing the elevator. You got them running around in the luggage sorting area of the airport.
Them escaping the plane.
Yeah, like you have all these interesting, memorable, visually interesting sequences in this movie. I think
1 and 3 have their moments for me, where there's like, I guess you could almost say like downtime or moments of the movie that I'm not as engaged with, you know?
Yeah.
I find 2 to just be the most rewatchable, personally.
We're not preschool toys, Slinky. We can read.
This is probably my favorite level in the game.
This is a good level. I like this level.
Yeah.
I did have a question. I don't know if this is ever confirmed in the movies themselves about when they're supposed to take place.
I'd imagine like the 90s. Slink was playing that Buzz Lightyear game on a Super Nintendo controller.
Where jump is mapped to the D-pad for some reason.
I can't press the fire button and jump at the same time!
Okay, Vector.
I have joined Al-Qaeda and become even darker than Shadow. I'm going to slap Sonic with my cock and balls!
Rex needs to figure out how to defeat Bahamut. Or whatever the fuck he said.
Or Kulex.
Little chickadee. Yes! This music!
And I'm going to push back my nostalgia and admit that the N64 version does not do this song justice.
I love the music of this game.
It's very good.
It was created by Swallow Studios. I think it's Andy Blythe and Martin Joustra are their names. And they worked on the Toy Story 1 game, the Bugs Life game, the Nemo game, and Wrath of Cortex.
Finding Nemo.
That's what it is.
What? You can... Oh, god damn it! I can't fucking believe this. Oh my fucking god. There's actually an even easier way, King. If you unlock those rocket boots, you can double jump from that countertop to the chick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's give him a hand.
I can't believe I didn't know about that all this time. Because
Didn't know about what I just did?
yeah, jumping on the little 25-cent sign. I never knew you could do that.
Yeah.
Because I kept trying to play this. I didn't know about either of those skips until recently. So I kept trying to play these sections legitimately. And this hay bale section, if you play it legitimately, is one of the most annoying sections in the game. Because you have to land on a very specific part of the hay bale to get to the chick. You have to land in like the corner of it. Because if you land dead center, you'll get launched against the wall and fall and have to do the whole thing again, and it's timed.
How do you do it normally? I don't even remember.
So, like, you use the rocket boots to go across the countertops to a cart that has, like, a little trampoline on it, which then launches you over to those candy machines on the left, which you use some monkey bars there to get over here. But the problem is that those monkey bars are spaced out in such a way that if you don't time your double jump perfectly, you'll jump over them. So that's like another failure point. It just feels like that section wasn't tested well. This level has something kind of annoying in it, which is that, barring some speedrunning glitches or strats, it is impossible to get all 5 of the chicks without the hover boots, which you don't get until like the third to last level in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
that, I would have to say, my least favorite part of this game is that I actually thought that was a Pizza Planet token. My bad.
There is one. You just have to talk to him again.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I think probably my least favorite part is having to revisit levels because it's just annoying.
Yeah.
It serves no purpose.
And I
Padding
think
out playtime.
I think I would be more okay with it if the power-ups were like really useful. And there were like optional ways to route stages built around having those. Because the closest this game comes to that is playing the second RC race in the neighborhood level with or without the boots. Because those are kind of different experiences. Like, if they had designed that race intentionally, where you could beat it without the boots if you were really good, instead of just cheesing it, you know? Versus, or I can come back later when I have the boots and play it, have an easier experience. Like,
Yeah.
if they had done more stuff like that with the power-ups, it would better justify having them in the game, but they don't really. They're more like glorified keys that you use to unlock content, pretty much. Which is exactly how Spyro 2 handles its unlockable abilities. Where it's like, we could just let you have the head bash move from the beginning, because there's really no good reason not to. We're going to make you have to unlock it so that you have to replay the entirety of Shady Oasis to get one orb and a couple of gems. And we're also going to make you kill all the enemies again to unlock the super gate.
Mm-hmm.
Exo, what's your favorite Spyro game?
The third one.
The third one, okay.
Like, easily. It's what I said in my review, which you have no doubt seen.
It's been a bit. I've seen all your Spyro stuff. And I've also seen your Metroid Samus Returns.
The Sandwich Returns video.
Yes, I have seen that.
In which I had a redemption arc with Samus Returns. And it was kind of...
I did not, and I don't think I ever will.
It's what I would call a grower. The more you play it, the better it gets.
It's a grower, not a shower?
Yeah.
Nice.
Whereas you probably only played it like twice, right, King?
Yeah, that's enough for me.
Look at this little dinosaur dude.
And even then, I kind of had to get myself into a mindset of this is a reimagining, not a remake, to kind of appreciate it more.
I just think even as a reimagining, it's really lame.
Prepare to be extinct. What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice
Buzz
Age.
Lightyear!
What killed the dinosaurs? Laying eggs.
Suddenly, there was the sound of breaking plastic, and Trixie gave the most blood-curdling scream one can imagine.
No, you don't get to do that. I'm drawing a hard line